Good morning, everybody. I am Mahesh Kumar, Assistant Professor in Tirthankar Mahavi University. Our topic related in Block 3rd, Medieval Tradition of Historiography, Medieval Indian Historiography, Sultanate and Mughal period. Now we see methodology of Sultanate historians. The methodology of employed by historians during the Delhi Sultanate period was characterized by a combination of detailed chronicle, analytical symmetry, and literary expression. Persian historiographical tradition greatly influenced their approaches, emphasizing an importance of through documentation and critical analysis. Historians rely on a variety of sources of compile their works, including works record, royal decree, personal observation, and oral tradition. They aim to provide a comprehensive account of events, often beginning with the genealogy of the ruling dynasty and detailing the reign of individual rulers. One common practice was the use of chronicle, which provide a year by year account of significant events. These chronicles, such as Varni, Tariq-e-Frosahi, offered a structured narratives that was easy to follow the allowed for a chronological understanding of history. In addition to chronicle, historians also wrote biographical accounts of rulers and notable figures, highlighting their achievement, policies, and personal traits. The analytical aspect of their methodology involved interpreting and evaluating the events they document. Historians like Varney did not merely record facts but also offered critique and reflection on the conduct of rulers and the state of governance. This analytical approach provides readers with a deeper understanding of the underlying principles and consequence of political action. Literary expansion was another key feature of Sultanate historiography. Historians like Amir Khusro used quiet language and literary advice to enhance their narratives, making their work both informative and engaging. His blend of historical facts and literary elegance helped to convey the richness and complexity of the period. The methodology of Sultanate historians thus combined meticulous documentation and critical analysis and literary affair, creating a rich tapestry and historical writings that continues to be involved sources and understanding medieval Indian history. Now we see transition of Mughal period. The transition from the Delhi Sultanate to Mughal period marked a significant shift in Indian history and historiography. This transition began with the decline of Delhi Sultanate in the early 16th century and the establishment of Mughal Empire by Babur in 1526. Following his victory at the Battle of Panipat, the Mughal period brought a new wave of culture and administrative changes, which were extremely documented by contemporary historians. Babur's memoirs, the Baburnama, written in Chagatai Turkish and later translated into Persian, provide a first-hand account of his life, conquest, and the early years of the Mughal Empire. This work is not only a valuable historical document but also a literary masterpiece reflecting Babur's keen observation skill, and literary talent. The Mughal period saw the continuation and expansion of Persian historiographical tradition introduced by the Delhi Sultanate. Historians of this era produce a detailed and systematic record of the reign of Mughal emperor, documenting their military campaign, administrative reforms, cultural patronage, and personal lives. One of the most significant contributions of Mughal historiography was made of Abul Fazl, the court of historians of Akbar, whose work Akbarnama and Aine Akbari provide a executive accounts of Akbar name and the administrative system of Mughal Empire. This work reflects the historical methods of the time, combining meticulous documentation and the analytical insight and literary excellence. The transition to the Mughal period also provide change in themes and focus of historiography, while a documentation of the political events and governance remained central. Work was an increased emphasis on cultural and social aspects, reflecting the Mughal patronage of art, architecture, and literature. The Mughal historiography also highlighted the syncretic nature of the empire, documenting interaction and exchange between different culture and religious tradition. This transition period was thus marked by the continuation of the establishment historiographical practices and the introduction of new themes and perspective enriching and tradition of historical writing in medieval India. Now we see the Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire, which lasted from 1526 to 1857, represent one of the most significant and influential periods in Indian history. Founded by Babur, a descendant of Temur and Genghis Khan, the Mughal Empire established a centralized administration and a sophisticated cultural milieu that left an indelible mark on the Indian subcontinent. The Mughals brought with theme in rich tradition of Persian culture, which deeply influenced the art, architecture, and literature of the period. Mughal historiography is notable for its detailed and systematic documentation of events, policies, and personalities. The Mughal emperor, particularly Akbar, Jahangir, and Shah Jahan, patronized historians and scholars who produce extensive record of their reign. Abul Fazl, Akbarnama, and Aine Akbari, Jahangir's memories, Tuzuk e Jahangiri, and other works by court historians like Abdul Hamid Lahori and Muhammad Sahil provide comprehensive account of Mughal administration, military campaign, culture, achievement, and social condition. The Mughal period was characterized by significant development in various fields, including architecture, painting, literature, and administration. The construction of monuments, buildings like Taj Mahal, Red Fort, and Fatehpur Sikri symbolize the grandeur and architectural innovation of Mughal era. The Mughal also fostered a rich condition of miniature painting, blending Persian and Indian style to create a distinctive artistic expression. Literature flourished under the Mughals with poets and writers producing work in Persian, Urdu, and other religion languages. The Mughal emperor themselves were often patronized art with Jahangir and Shah Jahan, known as their appreciation of painting and architecture. The administration of Mughal Empire was highly organized with the centralized system of governance and including various departments and a detailed bureaucratic structure. The revenue system based on the land revenue assessment was one of the most efficient of its time and contributed to the economic prosperity of the empire. The Mughal Empire also saw the emergence of syncretic culture where elements of Persian, Indian, Islamic tradition must create a unique cultural landscape, which syncretic is a reflection in the historiographical work of period which document the interaction and exchange between different culture and religious communities. The Mughal historiography is provide a rich and announced understanding of the political, social, cultural dynamic of one of the most remarkable periods in Indian history. Now we see historians of Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire produced some of the most renowned historians in Indian history, whose work have provided a detailed and nuanced understanding of period. Among these historians, Abul Fazl, Badawi, Abdul Hamid, Lahori, Muhammad Sahil are particularly notable of their contribution. Abul Fazl, a close advisor and court historian of Emperor Akbar, is perhaps most famous. His work Akbarnama and Aine Akbari are monumental in their scope and detail. Akbarnama is a comprehensive history of Akbar's reign, while the Aine Akbari is a detailed account of the administration and social organization of the empire. This work reflects Abul Fazl meticulous approach to historiography, combining factual documentation with analytical insight and literary elegance. Badami, another prominent historian of Akbar Code, offers a constant contrasting perspective. His work Mantab Ut Tawarik is known for his critical view of Akbar policies, particularly his religious innovation. Badani historiography provide a valuable counterpoint to the more celebrated accounts of Abul Fazl, highlighting the diversity of perspective within Mughal historiography. Abdul Hamid Lahori, a historian during the reign of Shah Jahan, author and Padsahnama, a detailed chronicle of Shah Jahan reign. Lahori work provide a vivid account of the construction of monumental building like Taj Mahal and Red Fort, as well as the administrative and military achievement of Shah Jahan. Muhammad Salih, another historian of Shah Jahan, wrote a Amal-e Sahib, which offer a detailed narrative of the events of Shah Jahan reign. These historians, through their detailed and analytical works, provide a comprehensive view of the Mughal Empire, documenting its political, social, cultural, and dimension. Their writing reflect the richness and complexity of Mughal historiography, combining meticulous documentation and critical analysis and literary expression. The works of these historians continue to the invaluable sources for understanding the history of the Mughal period and the historiographical practices of the. Now we see Abul Fazl. Abul Fazl, one of the most prominent historians of Mughal Empire, was born in 1551 and served as a close advisor and court historian to Emperor Akbar. His most famous work, the Akbarnama and Aine Akbari, are monumental contribution to Mughal historiography. The Akbarnama, written in Persian, in a comprehensive history of Akbar reign, detailing his military campaign, administrative policies, and cultural achievement. The work is divided into three volumes, with the first volume covering the history of Akbar's ancestor, and second detailing Akbar reign, and the third known as the Aine Akbar, providing an extensive account of administrative and social organization of Mughal Empire. The Aine Akbari is particularly notable for its detailed description of empire's revenue system, military organization, and cultural practices. It provides valuable insight into the functioning of Mughal administration and the socio-economic condition of that time. Abul Fazl historiography is characterized by the meticulous documentation and analytical depth. He combined factual reporting with interpreting, analyzing, offering insight into the principle of governance and the moral and ethical dimension of statecraft. Abul Fazl close relationship with Akbar allowed his access the official records and first-hand information, making his work highly authentic. His writing reflect a deep engagement with the political and cultural issues of his time, as well as profound understanding of the principle of just effective governance. Abul Fazl literary style is also noteworthy for its elegance and sophistication. He used a rich and poetry language, enhancing the readability and literary value of his work. This blend of historical narrative, and literary elegance set his historiography apart from that of his contemporary. Abul Fazl's contribution to historiography extend beyond his documentation of Akbar reign. His work provide a broader understanding of Mughal Empire, offering insight into its administration, practices, social structure, and cultural achievement. They continue to invaluable sources for historian studying and Mughal period and the historiographical tradition of medieval India. Now we discuss about Badauni. Badauni is a historian at the court of Emperor Akbar. Is best known for his critical and sometimes controversial work. The Muntakhab ut Tawarik, born in 1540, Badani historiography provide a counterpoint to the more celebratory accounts of his contemporaries for a critical perspective on Akbar policies and administration. The Muntakhab ut Tawarik is divided into three volumes covering the history of India from the earliest time of Badawani contemporary period. The first volume deal with the history of the Islamic world and India up to end the Lodi dynasty. With second volume covers the reign of Akbar, while the third volume includes biographical sketch of prominent figure of that time. Badani critical approach particularly evident in his accounts of Babur and Akbar religious policies. He was openly skeptical. Akbar's efforts to promote a syncretic religion, the Deen-e-Ilahi, and attempt to integrate different religious communities within the empire. Badani viewed this policy and orthodox and was critical of Akbar departure from traditional Islamic practices. His writing reflects the tension between the orthodox Islamic scholar and the more liberal and the syncretic policies of Akbar administration. Despite his critical intents, Badani work is an invaluable source of information about the Mughal period. His detailed description of events, people, and policies provide a comprehensive view of Akbar reign. Badauni historiography is characterized by its meticulous attention to detail and its analytical depth. He combined factual reporting with critical uh, commentary, offering insight into the complexity of Akbar administration and the socio-political dynamics of the time. His work also reflects the literary style of Persian historiography with its emphasis on historical elegance and narratives coherence. Badauni contributions to historiography are significant not only for their historical content but also their critical perspective. His work provides a valuable counter narrative to the moral laudatory accounts of Akbar reign, highlighting the diversity of perspective within Mughal historiography. Badani critical approach and detailed documentation make his work an essential source for understanding the history and historiographical practices of the Mughal period. Now we see themes in Mughal historiography. Mughal historiography covered a wide range of themes, reflecting the diverse interest and concern of historians of the time. One of the central themes was the documentation of political events, including rise and fall of rulers, military campaign and administrative policies. Historians like Abul Fazl, Abdul Hamid provide detailed account of the reign of various Mughal emperors, highlighting their achievements and failures. Governance and statecraft were also significant themes in Mughal historiography. Historians engaged deeply with the principle of governance, offering critiques and reflection on the conduct of rulers. Abul Fazl Aine Akbari, for instance, provided detailed account of the administrative organization of the Mughal Empire, discussing the revenue system, military organization, and cultural policies. The socio-economic condition of that time were another important themes. Historians document the social structure, economic activities, and cultural practices, providing insight into the daily life of the people. The Ain Akbari, for example, offer a comprehensive view of empire economy, organization, including detail about the agriculture, trade, and industry, the impact of religion, and the integration of different culture tradition were also significant themes. Historians explored the influence of Islamic beliefs and practices on the society and culture of medieval India, as well as the role of Persian language and literature in shaping the cultural landscape. The integration interaction between the Islamic rulers and the predominantly Hindu population, including the policies towards religious minorities, were important topic of discussion. Cultural achievement, including development in art, architecture, literature, and music, featured prominently in Mughal historiography. The construction of monument architecture such as Taj Mahal, Red Fort, and the patronage of art and literature by the Mughal emperor like main emperor were main highlights. The syncretic culture of Mughal period were element of Persian, Indian, and Islamic tradition. Mars was merged was also significant themes. This syncretism is reflected in the historiographical works of the period, which document the integration and exchange between different cultural and religious communities. These themes reflect the multifaceted nature of Mughal historiography, offering a comprehensive view of the political, social, and cultural dynamics of the period. Now we discuss on methodology of Mughal historians. The methodology of employed by historians during the Mughal period was characterized by a combination of detailed chronology, analytical symmetry, and literary expression. Persian historiographical tradition greatly influenced their approach, emphasizing the importance of thorough documentation and critical analysis. Historians relied on a variety of sources to compile their work, including official records, royal decree, personal observation, and oral tradition. They aim to provide a comprehensive account of events, often beginning with the genealogy of a ruling dynasty and detailing the reign of individual rulers. One common practice was the use of chronicles, which provide a year by year accounts of significant events. These chronicles, such as Abul Fazl Akbarnama, offered a structured narrative that was say the follow and allowed for chronological understanding of history. In addition to chronicle, historians also were biographical accounts of rulers and notable figures, highlighting their achievement, policies, and personal traits. The analytical aspect of their methodology involved interpreting and evaluating the events they documented. Historians like Abul Fazl did not merely record facts but also offered critiques and reflection on conduct of rulers and state of governance. This analytical approach provides readers with a deeper understanding of the underlying principle and consequence of political action. Literary expression was another key feature of Mughal historiography. Historians like Abul Fazl and Abdul Hamid use poetic language and literary advice to enhance their narratives, making their work both informative and engaging. With blend historical fact and literary engage help to convey the richness and complexity of the period. The methodology of Mughal historians thus combined meticulous documentation with critical analysis and literary flair, creating a rich tapestry of historical writing. The continue of be an invaluable source for understanding medieval Indian history. Their works reflect the sophisticated historiographical practices of Mughal period, characterized by a commitment to factual accuracy, analytical depth, and literary excellence. Now we see historical sources of Sultanate period. The historical sources of the Sultanate period are rich and varied, providing valuable insight into the political, social, cultural, and dynamic of time. One of the primary sources of information from this period is the work of contemporary historians. These historians, such as Ziauddin Barmi, Amir Khusro, documented the reign of various sultanates, their policies, military campaign, and administrative practices. One Tariq-e-Firoz and Fatwa-e-Jahandari, as well as Khusro, Khajarin-ul-Fateh, and Tulagnama are the crucial of understanding the period. In addition, in history, historical chronicle inscription serve as important source of information. Inscription on monuments, coin, and official document provide detail about the rulers, their achievement, and administrative orders. These inscriptions, often written in Persian and Arabic, are valuable for reconstructing the history of the Sultanate period. Another significant source of information in Persian literature of that time. Persian was the administration, the literary. language of Delhi Sultanate, and numerous works of poetry, prose, and religious texts were produced in this time. These literary works often contain reflection of historical events and figures, offering additional insight into the era. Archaeological findings also play a crucial role in understanding the Sultanate period. Excavation of historical sites such as Qutub Minar complex and the reign of Tughlaqabad provide physical evidence of the architecture and urban development during the Sultanate period. These findings help to collaborate the information found in written sources and provide a more comprehensive understanding of the period. Lastly, travel account of foreign travelers and Invo who visited India during the Sultanate period are valuable source of information. Traveler like Ibn Battuta, who visited the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, documented their observation and experience, provide an outstanding perspective on the political and social condition of that time. These traveler accounts often a unique insight and complement the information found in contemporary historical chronicles. Together, these various sources of information provide a multifaceted view of Delhi Sultanate period, helping historian and construct the history and understand the complexity and significance era in Indian history. Student, these are the primary sources of Mughal Empire and Delhi Sultanate. Thank you.